Okay, welcome to my channel once more. Thank you for those that recently subscribed. I've recently watched my content on anything relating Vindictus. Once more, my name is Spirit Ren. I go by Spirit Ren. I play a Silas class in Vindictus. He is a magic and melee fighter. He is a healer as well, so if you ever see me around or you wish to whisper me, by all means, always welcome to whisper me on anything related to Vindy, or if you're in doubt of certain information that's being spread around about Vindictus, you can always come to me. I will always give you a positive ear, understanding ear regarding anything related to Vindictus content. So today we're going to talk about the mileage content. What is the mileage? What does it do? What is the benefit from getting around the mileage content overall? So the mileage is basically created to give you the initiative to get a rare, super rare outfit that's not introduced in the current cycle of the Gacha. What does that mean, current Gacha? The current Gacha, every month there's a month which is basically the Lotus Crystal is an example. These are the sets that are currently roughly being as maybe 400, 300 million gold to sell. That's the average of these price range, and it's usually when Nexon decides to create a new set, and then for both female and male, and then put in recycle sets. So yeah, we're gonna talk about mileage, and then we're gonna talk about the difference between the currency and what's good about the mileage. So even though we don't have enough players to accommodate sets and more people to just kind of like spend and enjoy the game and then use it to gear up, because that's where I typically use. This is not really my rank. My rank is actually, this is called a speed setup. It's just something from the if you're gonna like do like solo battles or anything, like this would be my rank. This is my strongest power that I have placed in, and so the more you get powerful and the more you get scrolls, you can play around with your sets. I can do a separate video about that in another time. So we're just giving you a brief overlap information about the mileage credentials. So what happens is that, so if you spend, let's say, like an average person, or what kind of average person we're talking about. Okay, so let's use me as an example. So no one can like act like, you know, point fingers of assumptions. I work a decent amount of money. I pay and I split the bills with my father. Me and him live together. We have our own rooms, and we're, you know, finances. We have to keep track of our bills. We gotta keep track of the electricity, the cable. They all cost like around maybe 50, 100, depending on the usage that we're using. The internet is also costly because of stream services, not just the internet. And there are, like, some people have gone mad. I would say maybe a little bit excessive about spending, and maybe got to a point where they spend obsessively too much. But we don't know that. Let's just say it usually means a lot. But let's say, I'm not gonna get into that actually. I'm just setting in a point example. In a whole year, let's say you spend maybe, you put in like 50 in 1 week, and then another 50 another week. Let's say overall in the whole month you put in just once $400. $400 into the game. Or if you get lucky in between Gacha, or you get a fancy outfit for the crystal, for the normal crystal, and those points start to accumulate. I think it was like 1,000 or so, or maybe like It starts to accumulate from what I understand. You view details here if you want. We can, but it opens up the link. I should have done like the screen share thing. But basically the mileage set accumulates 30,000 NX credits throughout 1 year. So you would be spending maybe 100 a month, or depending on your budget, it starts to accumulate how much you spend in the entire year. And once you do, you get to pick any of these sets. Now I am gonna do in a little bit after this part of the video, I'm going to do a showcase of the mileage set outfits, because these are the current ones that are being introduced, and and then I'll explain even more about these sets. So these sets currently are rare. They're not in the crystals. They're not in there. They are super rare. They are NPC lore character sets that you as a player can choose to get or choose to sell. Now normally these are considered even rarer, so that it is mostly almost the triple price of the main crystal. So maybe like the supposed price should be about maybe 600 to 800 million. It just depends on the quality of the set. So let's say, for example, Jordra Set is actually, she's still brand new. The rate is still brand new to players that are coming into the game. And so her set being very, she has a plus one, which means like more see-through. The curves one is just curvature without the necessity of the boobage, or just simply breast overexposure and curvature being expanded. And then there's so there's two of them. There's the glow one that's plus, and then the normal without the plus. So there's like 6 options here, and it gives the player the option to choose in between either special curves or all curves. So this means this outfit is in particularly is the most wanted, because that's the one that makes the character look voluptuous and sexy and beautiful. So that's what most of the time players want, is something like this. So typically her price range would be 600 to 800 million from my logic, from my point of logic. Because if we had more players in the game, people would like, both the economy would grow faster. People would get stats, people would get fashion, or they could get both. It would be an even Steven type of thing. And so the ones that are not supposedly rare but still kind of expensive, so basically mostly of the items in here are range in between like maybe 500 to 600, and I'm saying that because some of the sets are, like, one of my guild members got one and he's trying to sell the Brynn set, but nobody has thought about wearing the Brynn set. And it's not that they don't like it, it's just that they didn't think that the Brynn set exists. Brynn is the one of the protagonist characters that you go through the story, and the one that's in the magician lab, the one that's in the magic shop, that helps you enchant your scrolls in the very beginning of the game. And so he's a very well-known character in the lore of Vindictus. So you would think his character would be iconic to wear, but that not everybody knows about that character. Nobody knows that. So basically, the game introduced well-known NPCs, well-known hierarchy characters that are initially important, the most important in the game, and that's why they introduced the set to sell, or to introduce that you can finally be wearing one of the most iconic characters in Vindictus, which is pretty awesome. It's a pretty rare thing they did, and that's awesome. And so that means that the value of that set entirely is higher versus the one in the crystal, because the crystal sets are usually seasonal and sometimes they're sometimes they're putting in new sets to accommodate more marketing and promotion to the game, and so that's why they decided to do like a mileage so that they can also avoid problems with like people feeling like it's a waste of money to continue to gamble and gacha. Well, now they invented the mileages, so every time you feel, sometimes there are players that spend and spend and spend, and then all that money goes to waste because they didn't get something lucky to sell. And it's understandable that everybody has gone through that. Even I have gone through that. But now they invented what's called the Maya set says, even if you don't win anything, everything you collect throughout the year, you will accumulate points, and you can use it on anything the shop has to offer. So other than the outfits, there are wings, there's ornaments, there's other wings, there's an old set, and this time the old set, the Special Bunny set, is a very popular set because it is voluptuous. It's a voluptuous set, and it also it's just a very kinky outfit that is free. Free type of design. It's very cute. It's very, it's a like Playboy type. But they also give you the R set, the regular set, and then they give you the R set without the glow, and then just that's all they can offer for this one. Actually, there's curves. There's 2 curves, and then R set. So this one actually is no special set, but there is a special set. It's just not in the box. It's not in here though. And then they have Eastern, they have different sets, and then they have what's very much profitable is character select hair, which is good. People sometimes I love that they introduced this object, is because some people are very much niche about I don't like how my stylist has only a selective type of hairstyles only for him. I want to try Lance's hairstyle. I want Grendam's hairstyle. I want a different character's hairstyle because I feel like that hair fits me even though I play this class. And that's cool. That's awesome. Give it variety so people can not stay in one place, but they can explore other options, which is awesome, and I like that. And so that's one good reason that this is a range between 40 and 50 million, which is usually the price range, unless you're super generous like me and say, I don't need extra 20 mil, I can just do 30 mil if I'm super impatient, because sometimes I do that, so it's okay. The clone outfit crafting box. This is a very also common, rarely common item if you're super fashionist. I know, everybody wants to share the same outfit to a different character. Most of the time it's a female character because it's comfortable to wear that, or there's simply people like to experiment types of fashion, different visual, and that's awesome, that's cool, because I also enjoy seeing it if I ever go to Channel 1. Sometimes I go to Channel 1 to check on a friend, or just see some things, or say hello to somebody, but most of the time people do want this. So see, the price range right here is 28, 6 something. That's usually the average, or sometimes it goes a little bit beyond, but always be consistent with the marketplace. But sometimes a marketplace, if one player has a super expensive price range, you gotta think that's not realistic. This thing goes about maybe 20 mil, 25, 30. It just depends how much people have it. So then it would make sense to buy. So usually this is a rare piece. This is not a legendary set. The highlight parts indicate it's a rare item. So then legendary sets tend to go higher depending what kind of outfit it is, or what kind of item it is. So we continue. So the premium enchant ruin. This is mostly for individual purchase rather than being sold as an item. But it helps because sometimes it usually is when you are getting an expensive scroll and then you put it on your weapon or you put it on your gear. What this thing does is that it prevents it from breaking, but also if it gives you 2 types of chances to try again. So like if the first one succeeds, the other one is like a copy, and then you can try it on again, which is why they call it the premium enchant. If it breaks the first time, it prevented your scroll originally from failing, so you can try again, but the ruin disappears. So it's kind of like it's kind of like that is what I can understand. That's because I've used this before. I've used this a lot, and they actually actually yeah, if you have bought this already, you yeah, try to use it if it has an expired date, because it says 4/6. Oh, that's next year. Never mind. We're in 2026. Never mind. I'm not reading this correctly. Okay, so this item right here, if nobody knows what this is, I can do this whole summer before I start doing the mileage sets, because I started to think about, you know what, maybe instead I'm gonna do the mileage outfit sets so that people know, and I don't want to do it live stream because this thing is a one-time thing and it's done for the whole year for those that are coming. So then the monthly ones I do live stream, that way it's just easier to come in and out of my channel. So yeah, you can select and see what I have to say for that one. And for this entire video, I'm going to do a portion of understanding what the items are about, what the expenses mean for you, if you're investing or on a tight budget, you know, just the main details about why the mileage set is important if you're willing to, you know, spend a little bit and then save it over time. So that's the initiative with this video. Okay, so Resilient Outfit Set is basically the ampu that lets you pick any color that you want in the palette of colors, any color. Like you're going, like, you get to pick my color if you want, but I don't want you to pick my color. But pick it anyways if you want to see why I picked that hue or that color specifically. Anyways, any color. So if you're a person that is looking for a unique color and you're hoping that this thing comes out, it's there and says this is always in stock. Or if the Gacha hit, like the market, like the supply depot has the amulet, the the die set, and it's offering this thing again. Take it. I love seeing people that try different colors on their sets, and sometimes I will come and like compliment, because it's super rare. Because, you know, as an artist that has studied the arts and animation in general, tends to show a lot of vibrant colors, a lot of layers and graphics of what people tend to use to make a scene or just about anything. You get to your eyes change forever from seeing average colors to actually extraordinary colors that nobody really thinks about or nobody really questions about, and they just use the most common one that kind of clicks with them the most, which is usually black. Really like bright blues, mostly blues I've seen. Red is one of the common colors, and then there's super rare to see green. And it entails psychologically what kind of person they are, because they are so connected to that color, and people don't realize that, because it's like, oh, I just like this color because, you know, but you start to play around with it on your sets. So I kind of play around with my different color sets, and so instead of making it into like a fight between, oh, I don't like this color because I just don't like it and I'm never gonna wear it, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna wear this because this is what looks good on my outfits or one of my outfits. Anyways, we continue. This is an important item. We're no longer in the enhancement era anymore. We're in the grade area. So this one, typically you will be needing for weapon, for upgrade actually. So see? So I need, I was playing a about gear later. So see, I'm missing a lot. So this can be crafted, but it's asking a lot to craft with. So if you can manage to just grab one, grab it. Grab it. You may never know why you're gonna need it. Just take it. Do it. Okay? So then we continue. So this one, before I kind of just trail off, let's say you get super lucky and you get one of the sets. You can choose to wear the set, or you can sell the set. And if it's super rare set, you got a megaphone. You gotta try to see if people want it or not. Now, if you don't get a set, which is fine, you can get, you'll probably get like maybe, I've gotten a character hair coupon, I gotten clone outfit, I gotten an enhanced ruin. Don't think that people don't want those items. People do want those items. They may not feel or see or be seen as important to you in terms of primary, but you'll be surprised. A lot of people do want some of the items that are tradable. So if you get lucky on getting one of the sets, then take advantage. Just that if you get the untradeable ones, that's usually for you, basically. So the VIP service of 30 and 15 days and Resident Album. So those basically are kind of like gifts for use personally. So that's the good thing about it, is that that's basically Nexon's way of saying this is for you, and the rest you can pick for your vanity or for your expensive for your gear, or whichever way, because they know that. So we continue. What else is important? So this helps if you have unbinded or used an unbind potion on an item that it has 3 or 2. And so if you're going to do trading in between the markets and the mail, this thing allows it to give it one more, so that you can keep it from being binded forever. And it would help a lot for mostly accessories, is what it's saying here. So then this is just vanity. If you want to clone something, you want to clone the tail, the back wings, or whatever of your character, you can. That's what that option does. This can be sold, is what it seems like. So some of these items are not tradable. This can be mailed with the same account, can be shared. Okay. So this will always be important. This is what increases the quality of your items, but it also helps you with stats in general. Stats in general give you like a little bit of agility, strength, intelligence, and willpower. But since I play a magic character, strength doesn't matter to me. So what really matters to me is agility, intelligence. Intelligence is basically the same as strength, but for strength is for characters that are not magic based. So intelligence would be better for us as magic users. And then willpower. Willpower will always be the most important, and agility for every class. So, and then you will need this. This is for the armor. So you're always going to need this if you're planning to upgrade. So see right here, I got to the blue, and I'm missing, and now it's asking me to get 2 of these. So if I can't afford to make one of this, like backtracked, then I'd rather buy one of them so that I can save myself time. So overall, the rest of these items are... So this is an emblem. This goes here. The more you collect them, the better you'll end up getting titles from it. Actually, you get. So see, I don't have all of them, and I'm missing a couple of these only because I don't have enough. I haven't unlocked all the gacha points that I wanted to get. But I'm close. I'm close of getting 2 more, and then I'll get a title like this. So. That's one of them, and then there's this one, and I never got to. and then these, and then that, and then special emblems are also here. So They'll keep making more so that people get comfortable, get to pick between which emblems that they like the most. And then it just puts it. I will always keep brilliance because that's how I look at myself. I feel like I'm a brilliant type of person that has a lot of creativity and knowledge around the world and people and things. And so I also am very attracted to silver. I'm not very a fan of kind of gold plates. I am very much silver. I do wish they bring a different type of silver, but I like this. I will always keep it, so that's how I feel. And so this one also helps you get the titles that you need. All this. There's some that I couldn't get. Let me see. Even though it says strength number 1, I should still be able to get this just to add it as a title, because then it changes colors based on how much you do. So since I have 1,200, I have unlocked the pink one, and I'm wearing the pink one just to like, this is like the highest of account sorry, the highest count that I got so far. I can change the colors and everything, but I'm keeping it as a trophy of I have been, playing a long time, I have grinded a long time, and I got to, I unlocked the 1200 title bracket, and so the 1200 title bracket is pink, or a very sharp, hot pink. So I earned the bracket of that color. And if I get to 300, then this one will unlock a different color. So then it will probably be darker or dark orange. Whichever color it is, I don't recall, I don't remember. Welcome to say that in the comments which one it will be, but it's okay. So yeah, the mileage set overall is extremely useful, but also a little bit, what is that word? Because it's rare, the outfits are super rare. So let's say we go to the marketplaces. Let's just peek into the marketplace. Let's type in. So no one has. So I know people had the Jordra Set somehow. So my guild member is selling this still, and he wants a good price for it. And he tried to do 800, and then he waited a week. No one wanted it, so now he's trying out 750 million. And this doesn't look bad. This looks really nice. Okay, this looks nice. You can dye it. You can dye his hair, and it's like, this is Brynn. Okay, this is Brynn, the character. If you want, like, where's the character? Like, what are you talking about? Okay, here's Brynn. That's Brynn. See here? This is Brynn. This is a guy that kind of uses sarcasm and, like, prestige language. To average minds, all magic seems the same. They're wrong, of course, but they refuse to be educated. I love Brynn. How do you not love Brynn? Brynn is like the best character in my opinion. He has like sarcastic, like scrutiny, common comebacks. He don't deal with nobody's shit, and I like his character. I don't know why nobody that comes back, like maybe it's just me. I'm like Brynn, buy Brynn Set, like buy him. Like, do you not want to be Brynn like one or twice? Like, you can dye his hair. You don't need to look like him. You can just wear his stuff. So, and then look, just such meaningless questions asked. What will the weather be like tomorrow? Will this cow spawn male or female offspring? Who will I marry? Oh my god. Ridiculous. What petty things to worry about. Why must you always show up when I'm at a critical point in an experiment? What pressing matter do you need to ask me about today? I know, right? People just barge in when you're in like a serious situation with no regard for you. I wonder how Tiva's doing. I hope she is. He has a caring heart. He's not an asshole. I focus on summoning magic mostly. There's still much to discover in that field. A magician in the Potus Corp is also summoning magic. I sent him letters, but Gacha no response. Brynn tries to be so direct, and then no one responds to him. That's so mean. I need someone to bounce ideas off, and I'm not going to find someone like that in Kohen. Oh, I know how that feels. That's why we're all in our own group, in our own guild. Brynn, guys. Brynn. If you like his set, my guildmate is selling it. Not that I made this video to purposely open it, but to make a point. Okay, well, I'll see you in a little bit to represent the Gacha, the mileage set, and my critiques on them. That might not be as long, because they are, basically mostly the lores of the character. Anyways, oh yeah, so see you soon. Okay, welcome to, we picked Brynn Set. So this is the Brynn Set. I wish they had like a mileage, like, tab, instead of the recommended pick so far, so that people can wear it and actually market it better. So this is the Brynn Set. This is the Brynn Set. So this is the glow set, and then there's non-the-glow set. So if you don't like the glow set, don't get the glow set. Because he kind of doesn't really wear glow authentically. But this is the Brynn Set. They did very well with this set. This is its original, probably design. Holy shit, he has a ring. Ooh. So this is basically Brynn. If he was to be basically introduced as a 3D character, probably eventually soon, if they're bringing in his set, just like they did with Irusan Set. So, let's say I don't like the hair. I made him like that. I made him goofy with his glasses. There. He's without it. Okay. Let's say I am not really like, this is Brynn, but you know me, I liked edgy dark lords. Oh yeah. And I guess the white part would be oops, not that. Let me choose a white color for that one. That's like a scarf, actually. That's not really it looks like a tie, but it's actually a scarf because it looks like he wears it for the cold, I guess. So, not that color. Yes. Actually, that's way too bright. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. That is. So then the outer part. Yeah, that could work too. But if I just. Damn, he looks hot. He looks hot. What about, I know I can color this. Can I color this? Hell yeah, I can color it. Yeah, I can color this. That is way too bright. Just, yeah. Honrai, you would like it. Yeah, what about, I know some people like friggin' pink and weird color. See, it goes with orange. He looks like an anime character now. It's a nice set. He's looking right into my eyes. Okay, so I don't like this. So if I don't like the hair, I can just like it this way. There. And see how he walks. Damn it, they don't give me walking poses. Come on, walk. That's not walking. He's flexing. I just put the glasses on. Yeah, that. Now he looks like a mad scientist. My friend who's a scientist will definitely like this set. He'll be like, hey, I want that set on one of my mails. Yeah. Alright, so, Brynn Set. This would be a legendary set if you want to look like Brynn, or just simply take parts of it. But definitely, originally, that's a set. This is the regular one without it. Okay, sounds. It just doesn't let me type it in as much. I'm gonna do the next one. I think it was the Riordan Set. I spelled that wrong. So wrong. Was it Riordan Set? Wait, let me check. I'll see you guys in a little bit, because I need to now look back at the mileage set. Okay, so now we move on to... what's this guy's name? Riordan Set. So, this is also one of the... he's kind of like an antagonist, kind of in the story, where he's trying to command and follow orders of the royal army, or the, you know, what's really going on in the whole lore of Vindictus. And so I picked the one with the low set. But this is a metallic set with some fur line, some leather in between. It's supposed to look like a prestige commander in power. So this is a set that all of the guys would really love, and it's just a symbol of justice and order, and you know, that's why there's an eagle there. So this set is very profound, very high class design. Sooner or later they're gonna probably put the actual characters of the lore into the into the raids and everything, like, which will be super cool. Or don't make them into a class either way. So this also has the hair like Riordan wears it, and then they have this is the glow one. We can do the, you know, I can dye a little bit. So if you don't like the original color, you can dye it all black. Dye it all black. So overall it looks, and you can dye the fur, I think. You dye the fur? Yeah, you can dye the fur! You can dye the fur. Let's see if it... Ooh! Ooh, that looks so awesome! That looks super... Actually, I don't want it that bright, but let's say if I lower the contrast. Ooh! And it would match my dagger completely. See how my dagger looks? This fucking dragon skull. Yeah. It's rare. Nobody really had my skin until recently. And now they changed the colors, which is awesome. Maybe we'll one day be chilling in real life, talking about it. I don't know. So yeah, I really like the dagger design. Anyways, the Primal Flame also, it can be farmed in the, not the Primal Flame, the weapon, like, just a little thing you guys can know if you're planning to play Silas and you really like the dragon primal flame. The primal flame by itself, the dagger is called Electric Soul. So Electric Soul is the name of the weapon originally before they put a primal flame on it. Anyways, we need to come back to this. Okay. So yeah, the fur can be dyed. Isn't that cool? I'm gonna dye this. It looks so weird. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Green. And then hair. I like him dark. Well, I don't like him that short hair, actually. We'll make him blonde. Make him a pretty boy blonde. And that's not blonde. Blonde is a little bit yellow. Right there. Right there. Now he scares me. He scares me. Well, let's see. Maybe we'll change this. Let's see. Ooh! Ooh! Wow! That's a beautiful color right there. So yeah. This is the Riordan set. It looks good on any man that wants to be a man. Hey, he looks like a baddie. He looks like a freaking edgelord. Hey. Oh yeah, this is the Riordan set, and then this is the glow set. So then I would do this there without glow. So yeah, enjoy, and we will go to the next one. So I'm gonna go through all the males, and then go to the females. Okay, so see you in a little bit. Okay, so we move on to the Eisen set. This is a regular set, and he also has a back. He has a back. He has this. There you go. Those are basically his phantom wings. What does it say there? Oh my god, I never noticed that. I never noticed that. Three types of people, like a teamwork. So he's basically the Eisen Ritter boss. And with my mileage points, I went and got the glow one, actually. So I have it, but it's dyed, but I'm doing this for the mileage overall. So I didn't get the wings, but I got the whole set. Because I wanted it. I should have, like, not done that. And I could have got myself more geared up, but I didn't. I went to Vanity, because I worked so hard on my silos and his power and everything that I just decided, hey, wouldn't it just be cool to just get him another outfit? Like, maybe cool bosses, but then I realized that it doesn't necessarily look nice on him. Maybe brighter colors works on this set. But let's see, where did I go? Okay, so, maybe I should have changed the color, because I didn't really experiment on it. I just kind of went off of it, and I was like, you know what? Let's experiment with this set. I don't really like this color, but I'm gonna try it out. You know, I think he's a dark boss, but if you try to dye him dark like I did and try to highlight certain areas, it just wouldn't stand out as it should. So let me see. I'm gonna fix this. Maybe if you make him like Dullahan, it might just go right. I mean, that's what he was before, like a knight, because they're all ghost in the space-time distortion. They're all ghost. So, and then his plate armor should be, let's see, let's change that to maybe a gold type of, let's see, his metallic is gold. Let me see, so I need to really fix this. we're gonna go for a different look to see how this is looking like. Yeah, we're using this. Okay, and it looks like a dinosaur. He's a fish hat. Okay, he's fixed, and now he still has kind of that red stuff in his chest. So let's see if I can. Oop, yeah, I can fix that. Now it looks like a freaking Digimon. See how I use my colors? This is how it should look. Now let me see if it looks in like Kohan, because okay, so without wings, yeah, he looks like a metallic freaking snow. Yeah, let's see if see So definitely play around with this a little bit brighter, because dark colors may not, because he's already dark. So you gotta play around with a little bit of the lighting. So I think I should do that myself. Let me see if I were to fix this on my end, because I bought it. Let's see, I would probably choose that. Let's see that. I'm gonna go down like that and see if I can like dye this properly. I would maybe. Okay, so I need to be smart with this set, because if I try to dye all black, that's the first thing I think about, is that I'm gonna dye all black and highlight only certain parts. Yeah, but if I just wanted slightly darker than it should be. Let's see if I can. Darker as it should be. I would need to. And since I'm not a fan of maybe like the gold stuff, and maybe I like it different. Let's see, for the gold, I would change maybe a little bit of silver. No, that doesn't go. Brightly change that. No, I think the gold would complement him. Definitely compliment him. Because he's like an old armor spirit. So it makes sense to just put in the color that I actually like. Or instead of green, just think about it. We can just do that. Proud colors, basically. Oh my god, he looks like a reptilian. He's basically a fish. He's basically a fish. Let's see, maybe like darker, maybe bright, and like mint of a color. That could fit. Yeah, that would be a solid choice. That way he's not ambiguously everywhere you want. But yeah, that's the Eisen Set. Eisen Set. Go back to preview mode. And yeah, I think I will go with dark green, so that it looks actually nice when you're fighting. So because this is the one I have, but I made it too dark. I might need to change the black just a bit to be brighter, because he looks a little too dark. See, he looks a little too dark, and I think I should have gotten the regular set, because now the glow doesn't really kind of match. It's like bouncing in and out with my color. So yeah, it's you can't see it. It's so dark. There's highlighted parts and later that. But yeah, yeah, this is the Eisen set. This is my set. I could switch it. I swear I can switch it back to. I would have to go through the settings to do that. But yeah, this is the Eisen set. And then the last one should be the Eastern set, and then we will go from the females from that point. Okay. So yeah, see you guys next time. Well, I'll see you in a little bit. I'm sorry, like my guild member's like in distress right now, so I gotta be there. So see you in a little bit. Okay, now we reach the special Eastern Cuirass Set. I picked the glow one. So I am not much of a fan of this one, but this is very traditional for knights in the western side of the world. Also metallic plated armor set. If you're a fanatic of this type of set itself, you can wear it and take it. This is probably I'm not sure if this is a recycle set, but if it's in the mileage set, it's probably a well-designed set because it has a little dragon on it. It's like a Chinese set, Chinese armor set with a big ass horn. Someone is either gachaing and I don't see it. I don't want to see it right now. So, can I dye this? Let's see. I like it the way it is actually. I kind of just, let me see. It looks scary. Let's see. Maybe we can put maybe a dark. I don't think I want to change it, but let's say you want to change it. Let's say you want to change the color of it. So let's see. So this is very metallic. Very metallic. So see, the colors bounce off completely from the reflection of the outfit. So it means that this color is only 3 sets of dyes, and the metallic is super light. So that means that it doesn't fit well with dark or light, maybe solid, more stronger, vibrant colors. So let's see, maybe we can play around with this. A second. What is wrong? My guild member is being mean, but I'll be there in a minute. I can join when I'm done with the last male set if you want, or after shower. Okay, I'm so sorry. Let me see. So metallic. Will this go? See, the darker it gets, it just fades in. So if we can just brighten this up a little bit, I think the brighter colors would fit. So let's see. So the Chinese use a lot of gold. They use a lot of gold and reds to emphasize sometimes Chinese New Year's Eve, or just simply bring in a lot of fortune. And some of them do that with their armors. So let's say we choose this particular set. Use this color. We use this color. Use this color. Let me see. So the metallic bounces off the hue, the color of the hue, on all of the rest of the plate. So you're playing with material presets. You're not playing with solid fabricated outfit. You're not playing with it. it's playing with you, basically. It's playing with you. So you have to play it back. You have to play it back knowing that the same color is not going to be applied the same way. So you need to add something. For example, the pants, I'm using the second preset. So let's say I use a little darker for the this plate if I wanted to make it darker. Now if it's the other side, the pants, maybe make it a little darker. That's the one that's solid, so then it would look like he's wearing something dark. But the color is a little tricky, so you don't want to overly expose it. We're not overly overlay it or overly blend it where it's not as see-through. So this is a very tricky set that doesn't kind of give you that control, but instead it's making the control out of you to play with it. So even the horns, if you were to go for a full color scheme, that would be it. Now let's say if I'm doing this out of the tradition respect, so let's say I'm using a darker gold, so then I could, if I don't like the red, and I just want it to be like that, just be like that, basically. So like, just like that, you have in the color scheme that you want. Since my weapon, I also have like a gold or white type of preset, I play around with it. So this set in particularly is a little tricky to deal with. And then we go back to the preview mode and see how it bounces off left and right. So this is the glow one, but it's actually still the same thing reapplied if you were to use the regular set. Unless it's bounced off. No, it's the same. It's just the glow. The glow is different. The glow is just bouncing in and out. So, yeah, this is a very interesting piece for the male set. This is definitely something for the guys to play around with, or simply anybody that mains a male character, or just simply likes the set in general. This feels like there's a word for this. This set is full-on night mode in the western side of the world, and it's supposed to look intimidating. That's why the plate armor is more stronger, and it's more attracted to like either to full monochromatic set, or you've got to be careful playing around with the dark hues and bright hues if you were to experiment with brighter and darker colors. So if you're gonna make it like the pink, make the pink a little brighter but also a little darker so that it can blend into the environment, or blend into the color, the entire color. Because fabric is very tricky sometimes. Fabric is not always about, oh, it looks pretty. No, it has to look right for it to be dyed, or if it doesn't, you know what I mean? So even though it's a virtual game, that's my way of trying to use my knowledge and experimentation to help other players how to dye their stuff and not be, overly criticized by other group of people that think they know something. No, this is my professional criticism on the set itself. And this is the set you really, really like, and it's coming from the mileage set. Grab it before they get rid of it for the whole year or the next year. And yeah, this is a very intricate set. Let me do a little motion. Yeah, he looks like he's about to attack you on stance, and then not much of the dancing like this. It's like a very serious outfit, very serious. So this mileage video is going to be long because the sets are extraordinarily different, extraordinarily unique, and it's part of the whole game's lore and development, and one of the very few sets are still considered not just legendary because it's legendary because it's a rare design that's been brought into the landscape of Vindictus world overall. So this is the end of the male sets, and we will begin in a very few the female sets. Thank you so much. Alright, we're gonna do the Irusan Set. So the Irusan Set is the boss that is the start of the 115 raid, and it's one of the lower characters that you will be meeting and fighting throughout the circuit of 115 and beyond. Mostly just 115, and so her outfit is dedicated to that boss specifically, and so you see how it's almost like, not particularly Catwoman from DC Universe, but mostly from a very clear. This is a reminder of the Black Panther without the black palette, but mostly gold related. So this is mostly more for the females, I believe, more than the males. If not, I would have to do a male version of this. If there is a male version, I'll look into the into the plot, into the preset of the outfits for the males. So let's see. I really love how they just honestly designed the way the character looks. There is a little slight difference on the eyes, is that when she's there, obviously her eyes are red, so you don't see that in this version. But overall, her entire outfit is sleek and like leather, and very gold brackets that simplify power and command. I just woke up. So this is the Irusan set, and this is I'm using Latia to do this. Because Latia is an older woman, and this type of design typically is for a character that, in my opinion, I went with Latia because she is kind of related to cats, to Panther-like, and so I figured no, it would be more appropriate to use Latia for this set, and then use her for the entire mileage sets to see how well it will be equipped. So every time I do videos that are for like outfits, I try to pick characters that I haven't picked in a while and let them have their spotlight. So yeah, this is the Irusan set. Let's see, if I don't want to dye it, but we're gonna dye it. See how this fares well with colors. Let me see, like maybe like the bright ones, maybe like that other side. Let me see, maybe we can do a little bit of I know that the Black Panther one are, let's see. So yeah, this is metallic, so then this would not go. Maybe like bright little colors like that. Something related, the same hue, but a different color would fit nicely. It's like I'm matching her weapon color. So let's see. Let me try that. This is a color that is never used anywhere. This is like a lavender color. Okay, so we will dye this, making a little plate, and then her face too, because she has that on. That's not really her face, that's just a mask. Okay, and there you go. This is the glow set, so it makes her outfit shine better. So that's where my critique is coming from. It's a very unique outfit, very slick, very there's a word for the very cat power, very a lot of command coming from a lot of power coming out of this character. So if we do the regular one, it's not the regular one. This is regular without the curves, without the curvature. So they have a regular one, and then this is a special one. So let me see. The special. Where is the special? Is that right? Special. So this is basically the normal version, complete normal version, and excuse me, drinking coffee. The normal version is basically the one that she wears in the battlefield, and the other one is just selective. So there's curves, normal curves without the glow, and then just curves with the glow, and then the third option is the special set. So there's 3 that you can use from the same thing. The concept behind this is that it's meant. Oh, I'm using the wrong thing. So let's see. We gotta select this correctly. Curves. Did they make them all separate? Curves. There. Slightly a little bigger. That's where I was getting at. Slightly a little bigger than the original version, but if you are more of a authentic person, which is why some people like to choose the special curves, or not the special curves, the special sets in general, then get the special set, or have someone that's selling the whole box to give you the special version for maybe less than the original price. Why do I say that? Why is the set that is originally should be less of pricey? Because you would think that the game's marketing would be more towards authentic outfits that are personified in raids, but there's not enough people, not enough players that support it, you know? And so the game's marketing is towards curves, which is the big sellout. It is the most attractive, or to them is the most appealing outfit to the whole game and to the whole people that are buying it. That's why they don't make the center of special sets authentic if it's coming from a character lore. If a character lore, it should, in my opinion, should be costly, because it is the prime of the whole storyline that comes with the game. But in this world, in Vindictus developers that are constantly active with their community, not saying 100% they are, but basically they know that what sells is what's good to keep the game going and to keep it, you know, more engaging from our players that are interested, besides fashion. So in this point, so authentic is fine, because you're appreciating for what the character in the character's position in the lore is about, and versus curves or our curves. Curves in general is just for players that are appealing towards the character, but a little bit bigger under. Just like, it's just outfits. Like, it's just meant to be worn more, but it's not going to indirectly affect the character role in the story. It's just not gonna work that way. That's not the reality when it comes to development of characters in general. I would know this. I studied for it, but I'm pretty sure others have studied it as well. And so it's just appalled to me that some players that I hear around, or things I've been hearing, like people get upset over it, And I just want to let's shed some light that that's not why people should be upset about. Should you get upset about that? Realistically speaking, from a point of view that yes, you want to have a Bres, or you want to have Bres from a different character, or you want to have Usurin just as she is. The option is there. Like, you guys need to remember, the option is there. If it wasn't there, it would have just been all curves only. But the option is there to have special set instead of no sets, you know. Okay, so I end this here, and we're gonna go to the next set. I'll see you in a little bit, okay? Okay, so now we go to the Jordra Set. The Jordra Set is very voluptuous, very sexy design, very serpent-like appeal. Need to probably take off the weapon because the weapon's probably in the way. Okay, so this one is the All Curves Plus, which means you can see some of the nipple lining here, but that's optional. Like I said, optional. So I really love the Jordra Set. I love it because she's a very beautiful boss, a Ray content boss, and she is, like, to me, a symbol of almost like perception, because that's her name, the Watcher's Temple. She's a watcher, and so when it comes, like, the snake is very symbolic. The snake is let me look this up quickly, because there's a lot of symbols for positive snakes, especially the white snake that she embodies. The white snake symbolism. She's all about perception and like just all-seeing, deep intuition, good fortune, and divine connection. A white snake blends the snake's primal traits of transformation and healing with the color white association with purity, new beginnings, and spiritual alignment. Across various cultures, this rare creature represents what I just said: deep intuition, good fortune, and divine connection. Ancient Asia folklore. In Chinese tradition, the legend of the white snake features a benevolent snake spirit, Lady Bai, who symbolizes true love, devotion, and feminine power. In Japan, white snakes, Shirohebi, are reserved as sacred messengers as of Benzaiten, the goddess of wealth and good fortune. Financial luck. Because of their association with water deities, the shedding of skin to reveal a pristine surface, white snakes are widely considered lucky omens for financial prosperity. So, I think she is a beautiful representation of that symbolism, and I really do like that they do incorporate for the first time a boss that wears all curves, because that is the initiative, like the main market of the game, and so it's really beautifully added, because honestly, I think people that are not educated enough in this game, they don't realize that the ones that are like, I'm sorry that I'm calling out people. I'm not really calling out anybody. I'm just calling out the main behaviors that associate with ignorance and uneducated drives, that and like, you think this is sexualized content to be influenced, but in reality, in other parts of the world, this is seen as sacred, or this is seen as part of like ruins in Egyptian and things of that nature. It's seen as a symbolic. So that's my opinion. That's my perspective. I love her design. And her original design is not the all curves one. Her original design is actually the all curves one. Let's see if I can find it. So there should be one. Is there one? Yeah, there it is. There's the special glow one. See, there's a normal one. So the normal one is probably just a smaller version, creative for those that are more appealing to to the standard. That's what I'm thinking. That's what really why they put it in there. Because if it was the original would have been. Let me see. This one. This is all curves, all curves, all curves. This would be the original because it shows that she's wearing a because it's covered completely. That's the real boss. I like the glow, honestly. It looks like she's majestic like Cinderella. and it's nice. These are the shoes. Oh, these are the shoes. No, that's not correct. Let me wear the shoes. Okay, so these are the ones that go with so many. Where is it? This one. There you go. There you go. That's the one where. This is the one she wears. This is the one she wears. So she's also very popular with the comrades, people that buy her comrade. Let me see if she can do. Let's see. So like some nice walk. I deeply connect with Jordra on a spiritual level, I guess. And I like sometimes, I feel like she tells me to, calm down, like don't overreact, don't let these people get to you, that type of energy. You can say it once, just say once full on what you want to say, but keep going with everything else. Keep going with helping game, keep going with what you're going to do. You keep going, but don't let anything like affect you and your clan, because or affect your friends and vice versa, or affect your family in any way. And so I kind of like, to me, I don't really want to say kind of because I'm trying to be kind and sincere, but I want to say this: I genuinely feel a lot for this character. Like, I love how they made her boss. I love how they made her design. And to me, she's a very beautiful being. And so, if you like Jordra Set on the mileage set, she's very high value when it comes to gold. So, before the year ends, take advantage if you have the means to get it. I promise you, there's like maybe 10 other people or more that want to wear her set and they can't because they didn't get lucky into the mileage lucky jackpot, and now they are, they're hoping somebody can get one so that they can wear it, and they'll pay a high value price for it. Usually between, I guess, the last time I remember was 600 million was someone offering, and maybe a little more if there's like multiple Jordra sets. But so far, there has not been one. So I really love how they made her almost like a my throat hurts. Like a belly dancer in a way. I know probably Lutia is not the best model for her, but I like how they really string the necklace on here. I like it because it holds up to the to the torso over here, and that's where it's fascinating because this is a very light fabric, but with this it's like holding it in, so it looks like it's a light fabric that it could break any moment, but it has a little bit of a string. So that means if I were to think about this realistically, it's holding firmly well the dress and the gown overall. And like, this is what belly dancers wear, so this is like a nice like really nice drip is what people are referring attractiveness towards. So yeah, this is the Jordra set, and then I'll put on, let me see, like this normal set, normal, give me the normal set. So normal, So see, this is not, that's what I was thinking. This is not Jordra. Well, her original design. Her original design is likely curves, but they gave the option. See how Vindictus knows that certain people just like special, but if it's not part of the design of the raid, it means it's just been selected to be an option. Because realistically, this is not who you're fighting in the boss. You're fighting one that's wearing curves, or all curves plus. Well, this is Jordra, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me see if I can like change it back to, actually I want the, I like this one better. I like the all curves better. I like the all curves with the, what is this? All curves, all curves, all curves. Oh wait, that's the, okay, that's what the ornament. I like the ornament. I don't mind the ornament. And then this is the one that all curves. Okay, all curves, and I had just selected the, there you go, there you go, there she is, there you go. Let's see if she can get a little dance. Let's see if it looks. Okay, so let's see how it does. Let's see. Does a pose like that. Might have to decorate this, edit it into the cover photo so that this looks better. Anyways, I'll see you guys to the following set, which is the Bres Set. Okay, we're on the Bres Set. This is a very popular set. A lot of people really like Bres. They like her because she is a lore of vampire and blood and romance and a little bit of a heartbreaky here and there. So, I wish I had the white version of this. This is the all curves glow set. So this is another character that's in the 115 raid. She's at the end and she drops the scrolls, praise and what was it? Praise and I forgot which scroll now. But it was praise, one of them, and yeah, I'm too lazy to go back and like read it. But this is basically her blood coming out of here because she's. But overall, the Bres Set is a one life wonder of a vampire clique. Because that's how it works. So let me change her hair because it bothers me. Because her hair, her natural hair for Bres is actually white. That one. It's like a Tessa type of. Nope. No. That's sexy. I like that. I like that. But that's not her hair. Let me find her hair. Oh. That no. Maybe. Where's Tessa's hair? Where's Tessa's hair? Because I know she's wearing Tessa's hair. Let's see. I guess we'll go with what I had originally. No, not this one. That's Latia's hair, I think. This is there should be one here. That's no, that's Delia's hair. That's someone's hair. Let's see. There you go. There you go. This is Tessa's hair. She looks like that, but she looks pale. So let me go back here. I'm gonna press Bres. Let's take off the globe. So I just wanna look at. So this is special. Is there a plus one in here? No, it's just all special curves. Okay, so let's curves. Oh my god. It's not it. Curves, breast bottom, curves. Okay. So let's say. So the reason I love her design is because she's superly made slick. Stop moving. Her outfit bounces off light left and right. It looks like she's wearing a nice that thing like a belt, like tight outfit. And it is why are you sleeping? Get up. Good. I never thought she'd do that. Sleep. It jiggles. But I love it. It's all leather. It's an outfit that any type of I guess female would wear. But also I like that it's relatively related to vampires and it's all red and black. Let me see if I can just put her in preview Kohen, because there you go. It's super bounce reflective. It is superly attractive. I don't want to change the outfit color at all, but this is attractive. It is something that shines completely. It makes you look at it and stare for a while and maybe touch it too. But let's see. Let's experiment. Does this change anything if we color it? Let's see. It goes very well with mostly all the colors, but the original color is a dark crimson color. So we will have to appeal to a color that's like that to see if I'll see like this one too. Like that too. Maybe darker. Darker like that, or maybe something like this. Maybe brighten it up. And also can go nice with other pink colors. Really like the bending depending on the light versions of these colors. But let's see, maybe like a bluish color as well. Let's see. Let me see if I can experiment with something genuinely super not picked around. So that's a dark red. That's similar. That's like a brighter version of her outfit if I were to color it. But she's been pork, so she can't really. Let me see. Let me see. No. Let me do this. Okay, so that's the original. So yeah, let's pick this color, dark purple, dark violet purple, and then I think that would be black. See, it's leather, very much leather. So black starts to, if you go all the way down, it does a whole bounce. So we need to be careful with this set actually. Let me see if brighter colors. So brighter colors can go. So the brighter it gets, see how brighter it gets, the reflection starts to disappear. because that's her outfit. This is a very leather metallic in between slick design. So like it's like leather's outfit, where the pants it's like a strong latex reflection that reveals, not almost revealed, but it bounces off like a metallic car. It's a very, oh, I'm running out of words. It's like a pearl matte on the outfit, even though it's not as realistic because we don't have that in our life unless we're really buying that. But this is a very, very intricate outfit. So it looks like some mixed colors can mix. Here's something just playing around with certain hues to see. She looks like a blueberry. She looks like a blueberry. So this would be, let's see, this one I played around with is, so you can play around with dark shades, but you have to be careful if you play with bright shades. But when you play with dark shades, it bounces off on the lighting in the background. See how it just bounces off? See that? It bounces off. I like this set. I wish I could get it. I know one of my guildmate tests, like the comrade version. That's the comrade version. But yeah, I'm gonna put it back where it was. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna put this back where it was. Okay. See, it bounces off. So yeah, this is the Bres Set. She's a very beautiful set, very beautiful character. She has a lore in being a boss and a something about her and a different character. I'm not sure which one. When you play this game too much, you try to get into the story and then you're just being rushed to do a bunch of stuff for, you know, guild. But yeah, so this is Bres. And then I'll see you guys on the final one, I think, that they added. Let me check the mileage set because it doesn't give me the option to check in here. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so now we made it to the bunny set. What is this? All curves bunny babe set. And this is the one with this is the curves version. So the bunny babe set has been a long favorite outfit because originally it was just special, but it was still the most popular erotic type of outfit, and it's a very attractive outfit. But they decided to put in the mileage set. They put extra, so they have a bow and tie, and then another one just without it, which is pretty cool if I would ask. And so there's the glow one, and then the glow one probably is a little bit slightly brighter, just slightly shiny. It makes her shine, outstand more, rather than the regular curves one. So I'm gonna take out her weapon so it's not in the way. So I personally like the glow one because she does look stand out. Like, it makes your eyes go to her mostly, and it is her. So this one is the one I'm selecting is the R1. The R1 is a little bit more bigger on the breast and bigger on the booty, on the curvature. A little bit exaggerated, but if that's what you like best, take it. It's her. There's more like movement on the area here, so it's mostly her breast moving, but it also kind of reinforces her body to move a little bit. So let's see if we can do like a motion. We're gonna go back to avatar preview. Let's see. So because I didn't customize my Latia right, her arms look a little bit out of place with the R set. So I may have to thicken that and fix that later on. Let's see. So let's do this. We're gonna not pick the R set, and we're just gonna pick the curved set, but the glowy one. There you go. That makes a little bit more sense. So for my body type that I chose for Latia, the curves would probably fit better. And then, of course, let's just play around with, let's say I don't really want the glow anymore, but I just want the regular. So let's see, this is the curve set. No, this is the bigger one. And I just want her like that. So this is all curves. And then this one is the long time favorite that's been added in the Gremlin race. So it's been added there. So the difference with this one is that this is just a basic version of the bunny base set. And that's okay if that's what you like. But you won't find this one in the mileage set. The mileage set is only promoting the R set and the curve set. So it's that's the one we should be focusing on. So, okay, she needs to stop dancing. Okay, stop dancing. We're gonna just... nope, I need to not click that. Click this one. For sun added. I don't know why they don't put it together. Okay, so I think I like better is the top and tie. Why? Because in a professional setting, if you're going to like, I know sometimes bartenders do this, they wear very kind of outfits to just look appealing around the casinos and like areas that are basically like roulette, attracting, appealing, kind of teasing, kind of pleasure like, but only for like display. I would definitely probably I will probably prefer the tie because it's so unique and professionally part of the outfit. It's only for adults, obviously, not for kids to be playing. But yeah, I would probably, you know, for this type of thing, because I'm pretty sure this exists somewhere in life anyways. Really like the lighting, how it's hitting her curvature around her legs. The lighting is bouncing in and out with the outfit. So that's what I also really like about those stockings, is that it shines through the curvature of the body. So let's see if she can do a little bit of pose. And let me see if she can put it here. She looks absolutely gorgeous, absolutely fantastic. I love it. I definitely think if you're coming back to this game and this is what you like, definitely get it. It looks super appealing on the screen. Okay, so we're gonna take off the weapon and this. And we made it to the last of the mileage set for the females. Can we dye this? Yes, we can. So I know some people have dyed this. Let me see, different color. You know what, let's try a pink one. I know some people like pink, or maybe a red one. Okay, a magenta color. Okay, so let's dye this and see if this goes. So it doesn't, so this won't dye. Won't dye. This is just very translucent outfit. Maybe just the bow, the bunny one, but that's about it. So that's okay. So only this part is allowed to be dyed, it looks like. And the shoes. Oh, that's so cute. Yep. Let me see if I can. So also as well. Also. So you can also play around with this part if you're not comfortable wearing this. But overall, this is an excellent outfit. I really like that they added a little bit more of a Playboy type of outfit. I truly admire that they added something more to add in here, not for just pleasure and pleasure reasons. But overall, it is a cute design. It is very voluptuous. I prefer the curves one, but for those that are into big bodies, R would be best. So yeah, thank you for watching. Last final words that I want to say. So in my last live stream, I was super angry because I don't like when the community suddenly targets my guild members. I mean, if maybe it's just me, because it feels like it's just me. No one really kind of defends their guild members on anything, and I just have that blood in me to do that. But I'm not vicious. I'm not a vicious person. I'm not going to be a vicious person. It takes a lot for me to be pissed. I am a very calm person. So if I have a real reason to start something, I would have done it a long time ago. But for now, that is not my intention overall. But the last live stream, I truly expressed my rage. And I know some people didn't like that, and they thought I was being dramatic. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm actually trying to be the person there for my friends that no one wants to do anything about. But yet, some people just walk, just let that happen. Even though Vindictus is super small, like you would think people wouldn't care. But no, there are some people out there that do care. But let's not worry about that, because there's going to be eventually new people that fill in those empty holes and make things better. So that is the intention with the mileage video of this entire video. It's that if I can somehow help other players in the future find this video, then that means I done my part. I done my part to explain how the mileage work, what is being offered for this 2026 year, so that next year I can do another one and then prepare it. Since this video has been kind of long, it's because the outfits are there for 1 year. So yeah, thank you so much those who have been subscribed and those that support the channel. I really appreciate those that have been it's wonderful to hear that you guys really like that I start doing the gacha reviews and gacha outfits. I really do enjoy doing them. I get to pour my professionalism and my knowledge of color and how the development team probably has created these outfits. So it truly means a lot to me, even though some of my friends in Vindy, they don't know about my channel, and it's okay. Eventually they'll get around it and realize, holy crap, Ren, I didn't know you knew so much. I'm like, yeah, I do. It's just, I'm not gonna, sometimes I feel bad telling them all about my channel, because there's always going to be somebody that kind of like sometimes I'd rather just grow my channel by the amount of people I get, but then it's difficult when there's someone that you thought you could tell them about your channel, and then all of a sudden they become like they go against you, and then they unsubscribe you. So I kind of just feel like, you know what, I already got the amount of subscribers I got, and so they are already waiting for me to make something, so that means I got supporters. I got people that actually do enjoy my content, and I don't just do gacha reviews. I do also guides, and I do like shorts. I do things that actually will help the game, even though my content may not go all the way far, but eventually they are a seed to be planted and grow throughout the time frame. So I am honored and happy that I'm able to do this for the people that actually want to be in this game. And I also kind of already still feel guilty that I couldn't do it in the past, but now I am truly making it up for all those years. So I definitely have a lot of projects that I'm working into. Things about vibe. How does the vibe tier of monarchy work? Yeah, that's kind of what it is. If I think about monarchy, stature, like how do I really see the guild members? How do I build it? Instead of like talking about it, I'm gonna start doing like presentations and things like that. Things that I've already kind of learned how to do in my life. Now I'm trying to reapply them to the real world and media world, and so thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you liked this video about the mileage, and hope that more people come to Vindy, or more return players come to Vindy, or anybody that is ready to be committed to this game. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.